This is Patrick's Parabox. It is a puzzle game that was part of the Steam Box Pushing Fest, or like a demo that I saw from it. Now it's apparently a recursive puzzle game about boxes within 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 boxes. Anyway, you get it. I'm gonna try with controller. Shh, I'm showing my box? Okay. Anyway, what's this? Oh, we just entered. Okay. Hey, that's me. Okay, so that's how you do it. You need to put yourself there, and then... Can I push 2 boxes at once? I can! The reason I'm so surprised is that oftentimes... I feel like that's not the case for a lot of Sokoban type situations. Hold up. Well, there's really only one way to push it. You can undo a reset. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, you do this because then you can turn around, of course. Now, as far as I can tell, there is not, oh, and then you unlock 3 to unlock the next. Okay, cool. As far as I can, ooh. Oh. Oh, that's what they mean about boxes within boxes. Whoa. Alright, this game's pretty cool. That was cool. This has some promise for sure. And then you go this, and then you do this, so you can push it that way, and then you do that to push it that, so then you can do that, and then you come out here, so you can do that, so you do that, and then you do that, and you do that, and then you do that, and then you go around, then you push it up, then you do that, and then you do that, then you go, oh wait, but I can't do that, but then you go up, then you go down, then you go there, then you go there, and 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 then you go there. Cool. I like Patrick's boxes that he's got going. Oh, and then sometimes they're gonna be... I guess it doesn't matter which side I enter in on. Either way, you're gonna loop around, so I'll just do it this way, I guess. Now the question is, when does it get to box within box within box? Or will we get there with the demo? That's the question. That is the question. Oh. No, this you gotta push it in first. And you gotta do that. And then you gotta do that. Oh, this game's pretty sweet. Even if that was the end of the demo, I'd still be like, alright, that's fine. That's reasonable. Okay, did a little effect there. What I was gonna say is a lot of games of this type will have sometimes like a 3 stars because you did certain amount of moves and stuff, but I kind of nice that it doesn't have that. So we have to put this in here. Because otherwise we can't get it out. Which shouldn't be too surprising given the whole thing. Oh. That might have been a mistake. Oh no, that's okay. What's the button to reset? Okay, that one. How do you push the blue into that without... Oh, okay, you do this first. I see. Right? Yeah, okay, that's gotta be it. Because you have to push against a wall to get pushed in. So we had to get it down here first. That was the thing to figure out. Now why is this tricky? Is it tricky? Perhaps it's not tricky. Perhaps it's straightforward. It is. Oh my. Okay. So that can go in there. And then that can go in there, and then I go in there. Oh, we're boxing within boxing, fellas. We're boxing within boxing. So push down. Okay, I don't want to say I messed up, but I think I messed up. If we push this down, I think we gotta go in here first? No, because it'll get stuck that way too. How do I make it so I can push the blue block up? Because I'm pretty sure you have to push that one up. Yeah, because the orange one's already against the wall, so you can't really get it off the wall. Blue one, you know, you can put in the middle and then drive it upwards. So how do we make it? We can get the blue there, but then not get it all messed up. Because if you do this, it's not like I can push the box down from out here. Oh, but we're just moving. Yeah, okay, I was overthinking it. What is this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Okay. I guess that was just trying to teach you the idea that there's multiple, you can go multiple layers deep. Oh, interesting. Wait, there's another one of me in there. Whoa, wait, I'm already in here? Whoa. Okay, now we're actually infinite. Okay, this is cool. That's trippy, but very cool. Wait, so I need to do this to get the one that's in the box down there out, to then do. Oh, but then that, and then push, and then yes. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. This game is crazy. Okay. All right. So. Oh my god. That's so, like, I'm doing it, but like I'm almost not even like understanding I'm doing it sometimes. It's crazy. That's a little crazy. So then if I come out here, no, that doesn't help us, does it? So then if I'm resetting. Okay. So if I do this, that does that there, and then that does me here. Okay. So if I push this down, okay, and then I do this, great. Then how do I get down to that thing? How do I get down to that thing though? Oh, like that. Obvious. No, duh. Duh. See, that's what I mean when I'm like, I didn't even realize I was doing it and I did it. Okay, so it's got to involve going up here or something, right? No. Well, yeah, and then now I do this because now I can come out of it. And then now I go... Yes, okay. Wow. This game is something else. This game is something else. It's so crazy. Yeah, this is wild. Okay. Oh, right. You have to push this into here. Okay. And then... Alright, I messed it up, I'm sure. Okay. Okay. This may or may not be the way, but push in, take out, push, and then... Okay. It worked. I'm assuming that's alright. We can zoom in and out with the mouse. Apparently. Okay. I don't know how you do that with controller, but I guess you just don't. So... Am I crazy that you can just... Oh no, you probably gotta... Okay. Oh. How do you push it in, but then be able to take it out? And initially I was thinking, oh yeah, you could do that in there somehow, but the other thing is we can't do the trick we did last time where we rely on another block. Like move the green one up here and then push the orange against the green or whatever those colors are, because you need to then bring the green down here eventually. Or here, either way. Why does this green one have such a big space in it? And this one isn't as like an infinite looping one like the last few were, which is the other thing that's throwing me off a little bit. I like the character when it stares at you a little bit. It's like, what are you waiting for over there? Yeah, but like even if you do that, it doesn't really matter. The zoom in, zoom out, it's making me think like there's a reason I want to be able to do that. I don't see how this helps. Can't touch it anymore. But again, this doesn't really feel like it helps either. It's like, sure, but now this is stuck. Alright, there's something I'm missing. Because this, you can't do. Oh. Yeah, I guess I could do that. That also doesn't help. I don't think. But there's another thing you can do. And then you can do it the opposite way where you do it like that. But again, it's just the same thing. Yeah, my initial instinct was that there was something you can do where you bring this in here and then get it to work, but I don't, you know. Oh wait, yes I do. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? Idiot, you idiot. Was way overcomplicating that in my head. We've unlocked the next area, but look at all these alternative ones we have. Although now that I'm thinking about it, why does the one, didn't I do the one that was circled in red already? In the top row? Not in this level, but in the previous level? Ooh. Save files, demo links, return to hub. Okay. Oops. At first I was like, yeah, this makes sense and will work, and then now that it's in there, I'm like, wait, how do you push it out? Like, like this, okay, but then how do I push it out? So I get, okay, I get it. You do this, then you do this, then you send it in, That way we can go in and push it out. Of course. So yeah, why do these still have the red if I've already done them? Oh, I guess they don't have the white circle, so that means I've done them? It must be. Okay, okay. I get it. I get it. So I need... Oh, it's only a 1 length curvature. Wait. I can't actually go in it that way. So we need to basically... I guess what we're doing is we're putting the orange here, and then I'm just going into it and then up. And we have to use the blues to help us make that happen somehow. So that somehow is this. We gotta stack it up. Stack it up. Stack it up, stack it in. Let me begin. That's not how the song goes, but I'm saying it that way anyway. Ooh. That is interesting. So this orange thing has to be either here, where you can enter it and then boom, or it has to be here, so you can enter it from the right side and then go in. But you can only enter if it's getting, you know, like pushed. So, or I guess, no, well, yeah, okay, so, or perhaps, no, it's gotta be here, right? There's 2 extra blocks that we need to use to like position maybe here and where the blue one is below me. But that would only be for entering from the bottom, which if you did that, you'd already be where you need to be. So it can't be that. And if you were entering from, so yeah, if you're entering from this side, you would have to have 3, which I guess we could have, because the yellow would be here anyway. I believe that is indeed the plan. Look at that. It's almost like thinking helps. Oh, we already did that one. Whoops. Alright, this is one of them infinite ones. This is one of them infinite ones. Alright, well the yellow can only go in here to start anyway. And that gets it over here, which is helpful because then I can do that? No, I lied. That's not helpful. That lets us push this down here, but then how does that become helpful? Because I feel like it's not. I feel like it's not. I mean, I can come up from here, but then that doesn't push it in there. So we need to somehow get the yellow. So, okay, yellow here. Then I go around and push it up there to then do this. That doesn't... No, yes, because then I go like this and turn it around. And then I turn around. There it is, okay. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Did we just change color? We did just change color. What happens if I do this? Whoa. Oh. Parallel universes? Perhaps? Anyone? Okay. What does that mean? I can't enter into that. I think I... Alright, well, I think I broke it. Okay. Well, what happens if I do that? I can't do that. But I could do this. Oh, it just does that forever. That makes sense. I don't see what doing this would do. Ah, never mind. Now I can push it down. Okay, nice. Ooh, that was cool. That was cool. That made a different noise. That was strange. Oh no, because then that just pushes it against the wall. Okay. What happens when I go in here? I come down here. I mean, I could do it this way, but it's gonna basically do the same thing, right? Yeah, it's just even more stuck. And if I go into this, I just pop out from the bottom, which doesn't do anything. And I don't believe there would be a reason to do this. That just doesn't really change anything. What's this right half for? That's what's kind of tripping me up a little bit now. Oh, I think I have an idea. Although that doesn't help me get the ball. Okay, well, let me just show you what I was thinking, which was to do this. If we could get this in here without having it pushed up against this thing, like against the corner, then that way I could, like, if I could somehow move this and then push this back down out of it, but in a position that, like, works. So what would that look like? Maybe that doesn't make sense because I don't see how that would work. Let me see how that would work. Although I can do this, which I don't know if that. I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. Right. I don't think it matters if we go left corner or not either. I don't think that changed anything. What is with this right half? I'm not seeing what the right half of the puzzle is for. Oops. Not seeing what the right half of the puzzle is for at all, and I imagine it's pretty important. I've been doing pretty good until now, but I think this one's got me. I think this one might have me. I mean, I can do this. Oh, wait a second. I have an idea. I don't know if it does anything. It's like, okay, now I can push this to the side. And if I do this up one, and then do this, then I can do this. And if I do this again, okay, I got it. I got it. Ooh, that was tricky. That was a tricky one. Okay. So there's an entrance on the left side. So if I go here, and I go here, and then I go here, and then I go here, and then I about here again. I think I went one too far to the side. Okay, I think I know how to do this. I just pushed this one too many. I didn't need to do it there instead, so I can get back around it. That's all it is. Well, that's all it is. So now I can do that, now I do that, boom. What just happened? It just put me into another one right away? Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to push into here. So wait, but now I can. It was something like that. It's something like that, probably, I think. Yeah, in my mind, I was like, oh, this is here. We'll do the trick where you use a block to then push into a block, but you actually can't do that with this one because then it just, you know, eats it. Okay. Hey, that's not the side I want you to coming out of. For some reason, I feel I don't know why I keep thinking when I come out of here, I'll come out of the bottom of the box. But that's not how that works. What's the rewind button again? Okay, it's that button. Because I don't think this is good for... Well... Okay, probably not. Oh, I think if we do an infinite loop, you just lose. At least it seems that way. It's kind of spooky. I had some ideas going into this one. Those ideas don't seem to be correct. Ideas don't seem to be correct. Okay, so try this again, but then... Yeah, I guess that doesn't work either, does it? I guess that doesn't work either, does it? Okay. Could you... just do that for that one? Wait, is this way simpler than I thought? Might be way simpler than I thought. Yeah, it's way simpler than I thought. Whoops. I was mega overthinking it. Alright. We're gonna do 100%. Ching! Nice. Demo? Dude, what a great game and what a great demo. That was awesome. The fully game gradually reveals more and more mechanics and recursive twists as you delve deeper into the system. Features over 350 handcrafted puzzles, which each have a new idea. That's awesome. Also, I very much liked the length of this demo, like the perfect demo. Now, I'm not gonna say I'm better than the average puzzler. However, at least for me, that took a perfect amount of time. I feel like. So that was awesome. That's Patrick's Parabox. I am biased as a Patrick myself, just saying. And one thing I want to know is if you get into that infinite loop screen, does that mean game over? Or is there gonna... I'm wondering if there will ever be a thing where once you're in that infinite mode, that like you'll actually have to do something there. I don't even know how that would work, but still. I mean, even if just that we just did was the whole game, that would have been like such a satisfying experience. Those moments where we first got to like the recursion stuff and it was like, oh. So yeah, that was awesome, and that was Patrick's Parabox. Shoutouts to Patrick.